I look in the mirror and 9 times out of 10, I see the flaws. I see like, I'm overweight this, I'm under muscled here. Like we're talking about the camera here and all the feedbacks, like
Yeah.
all these little details that I need to work on. But my action is like, I got this. I looked at the pictures there and like, oh my gosh, I looked amazing. So I understood that my feelings are not reliable. So I can't base my actions on my feelings. I need to act despite of them.
I am a self-made millionaire. If I believe that,
Yeah.
I can make that come true. You know, so how you talk to yourself and what you tell yourself about who you're going to be or what you're going to become or how you feel about yourself is so important. And if you catch yourself feeding into the negativity or self-limiting beliefs, flip it on its head, say the complete opposite, and then move on past the point. You're not thinking about it. You're not in your head anymore. Turn the music up in your car, talk to somebody at the gym, talk to your dog if you're at home or one of your coworkers if you're at work. It doesn't matter, but flip it on its head and rewire the way that your brain talks to itself.
Yeah.
Would you ever date a man who is less disciplined than you?
No.
No? No.
It's a hard no.
Hard no.
Hard no.
And why?
It's so frustrating and anti-sexy to witness a lazy man. Because a lazy man is a purposeless man. And I can't.
Yeah.
I have a big purpose in life. It's lazy. I don't understand that word.
Let me tell you who the fuck I think I am. You got a minute? All right. So you left Brazil.
Yeah.
And you were married when you left, or you got married in the United States?
In America.
And
I actually got married in the Bahamas.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. And that was, how many years ago was that now?
That was 2018, so 8 years ago. Damn, time flies.
Time flies. And so you were in Naples at first.
Got married, moved to Naples, Florida, yes.
And then you decided to get divorced and
decided to follow my dreams.
And go create the life of your dreams in Miami.
Create the life of my dreams and not settle for, back to the topics we were just talking about, health, not settle for a mediocre life or a life that everybody around of me is having, and looking at the peers that I had around me, like, this is not what I want for my future. I don't know want my life going down from here. I want my life coming up. And fucking one of the hardest decisions I've ever had in my life. But I said, like, I need to follow my heart. I can't destroy my life like that.
And you knew by staying, you were giving up everything else that you've ever wanted.
Yeah. You know, one of the biggest things that made me leave is that I thought about, my parents are married to today, married. And it's not a perfect marriage, of course, nobody's is. But they both came from very hard lives as children. My dad's side and my mom's side, they met, been married for 50 years, I guess, over 50 years. And they made an incredible life for me and my brothers. You know, when I was born, they were still struggling with a lot of things, but, through hard work and discipline and love and God, they created a good life for me and my brothers. And I kept thinking, if I stay in the setup that I am right now, I'm doing a disservice to what my parents went through to bring me here. I'm not elevating my life in any way, shape, or form. So I figure I can't do this. I can't do this to my kids. I can't do this to my lineage. I need to do better. It's an honor thing. Like, I need to honor what my parents went through. And that gave me the strength to, like, I need to do this. Because I know if I stay here, my life is going down. I know if I leave, I don't know what's going to happen if I leave, but...
if I stay, I'm going down. Yeah. So shit or the possibilities are endless.
Is that thing like the devil you know or the devil that you don't know?
Ooh, that's really, really good.
Yeah.
I like that. How did you decide to create Amanda Lifestyle? You've been in the industry of fitness for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Did you start Amanda Lifestyle when you moved to Miami?
When I moved to America.
When you moved to America.
Yes, which is what 2019 I created my brand. I had already Instagram. I had been doing like occasionally training friends and training this, but I had other jobs. Fitness wasn't my main thing. And 2019, I quit all the other jobs I had. I used to work as a personal assistant. I worked in fashion industry, in so many other things. Back in Brazil, I used to work for the government. I had like a proper like office job, and I
Wow.
just quit everything. Like I need to follow my dream because I started thinking about my legacy, what I want my legacy to be, and I love this. And that back to that quote, like, what would I do if I never get paid to do it? And I was already doing it, which was fitness. I never got paid to do fitness. It was just, and I was already competing back then, but it was just a hobby, expensive hobby, but it was a hobby.
Yeah. Hobbies are expensive when you
Yeah.
love them, right?
And then I figured, what if I do this as a career? What if I build this as a professional? I had already like a small personal brand, but like I can leverage that and turn really into a business. So that was when I was still, that was when I was living in Naples and created my brand there. Started like being more vocal about it and just trying to reach more people and try to really, it's so interesting. Like when you're building something that you don't know which form is going to take.
Yeah.
And like today at 40, I have such a clarity on my mind of what I want for my brand and for my life. But back then, 7 years ago, 33, 32, I had no idea. I just knew I needed to make some money and like do this fitness thing. And how it was going to look, I had no idea. And, I tried so many things, so many different formats, so many different like delivery systems. And I'm still trying. But, I think God honors hard work. And here I am 7 years later.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So when you started building your community in Miami, was it prominently women because you're a female fitness coach? Or was it just anybody that you were around all the time? Did it kind of just become...
Yeah, it was anybody
group?
that I was around.
Yeah.
When I moved after my divorce, I was pretty much in a survival mode. And I didn't realize that until like a year and a half after. I think it was when I took my first deep breath of like, I can relax now because I left, as an immigrant, being legal. Ever I moved here to America, I wasn't illegal or anything because I think that would have been a huge stressor. I can imagine how people do that. But
Yeah.
I was alone. Like I don't have any family here. I had some friends that I made back in Naples. I had some friends that I've met here in Miami because I was here briefly before that for a couple of years on and off. And I had friends in Brazil. I had friends all over the world because I was working as a personal assistant before that and traveling the world with my boss. But I didn't have a community. Like I had one friend. I asked her if she knew somebody who was renting a room in Miami because I was about to move here with my dog. And my dog is a big dog and he needs to be on top of that. Like it needs to be a place where I can feed a big 85-pound dog.
Yeah.
And she had a room, and I was like, this is God sent. So I moved in, packed my car with my life, drove from Naples to here, and I just started like, I need to survive. And I remember for 2 weeks, I couldn't do anything because my dog didn't know what was happening, because I got her when I was still married and, took her out of her home. And we had 2 dogs, so I separated the dogs, which just breaks my heart. But I couldn't leave the room. She started crying. She had this big house with 4 or 5 bedrooms and a huge backyard to run. And all of a sudden, she was in a tiny room that is like a little bit bigger than this. Big windows. We had a great view, but like a small place and facing elevators and other dogs and other people. It was like my child. It was heartbreaking, but she survived.
Yeah.
And so did I. And I was just taking whatever I could, like any clients. I got this job at this amazing gym. Thank God I knew some people there because I used to work out at the gym before. So it was God's hand just putting people in my life. And I started building my community really without understanding what was happening. Just, yes, I was the yes girl. Yes, yes. Do you want to teach here? Do you want to talk here? Can you coach me in Coral Gables at 5 p.m. in the afternoon? Yes, I can. Little did I know I was going to face an hour traffic to go, an hour traffic to come back. But hey, I needed money. Yes, I'll coach you whatever you want me to coach you.
Yeah. No, that's really, really good. You find it very important for women to keep a strong community.
Yeah.
So what is your advice to women who aren't surrounded by amazing females and powerful women who actually want to build them up and lift them up?
Yeah. You need to find it. You can't expect them to come knock at your door. You need to go find them. You need to put your big girl pants on, start going to events, start making connections, send DMs, like try to connect. Like you talked about the lady at the gym, like find whoever you want to look after and go talk to her or go follow what she's doing. For me, it's like, I'm going to try to pursue women that are where I want to be in 5 years. And I remember there was this one episode, Charlene Johnson, she did an event in Miami. I see she was hanging out there. She did a meetup And at that day, I was on a boat all day. Like, I couldn't really stay out that much because my dog was at home and I didn't know anybody. Like, I really shouldn't go. Like, what am I going to do there? Like, I had no idea. But I just know I put my best clothes on and I just went. And that event, I met her, I talked to her, we established this friendship. I gave her some tips about Miami. That connected me with Jessica, connected me with Melissa, like a bunch of girlfriends that are on our tribe around with Sandy, with Callie. And one thing gets to the other because you said yes to yourself. And I put myself in a scary situation of going to this place where I have no idea who I'm going to meet, what I'm going to do, like what type of meeting is this. I'm just going to go and check it out. Like, I'm not afraid of being rejected or receiving a no or being in a place where I don't know nobody. I can walk around, sit in a restaurant by myself and have a meal. And it's okay. Like, you just need to start being afraid of going and reaching out to people and saying hi to people and making connections.
Yeah, it's really important. It was the same thing with the event that you hosted last week.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody there.
Exactly.
Now I know everybody there, you know?
Yeah.
So, and shout out for anybody who's in South Florida. We're going to start doing these things monthly. So show up, come along, get out of your comfort zone and force yourself out of the house to go meet new people. It's not as scary as it seems. It's really not. Yeah. It's just a bunch of girls working out and then getting some food and having a conversation, you know? So yeah, it's very, very important. I want to talk about mindset and self-talk.
Okay.
Those are two big things that we are both pretty passionate about. Yes. So when it comes to self-worth and the way that you talk to yourself, what are your, I don't want to say pros and cons, but what are your like yes and no's, your absolutes? Like, you can't say this to yourself. And if you do you catch yourself? Or how do you keep your self-worth up? And how do you monitor the way that you talk to yourself?
As much as people might doubt that, it's a struggle for me because they see, the Amanda lifestyle and they think like I got all my shit together. And I don't. None of us do.
No.
None of us do.
We don't.
Remember, Instagram.
Queen of not having my shit together.
Instagram, Monopoly, same shit. So I don't. But it's almost like for me, Savannah, like I don't have a choice. Like I don't have a backup plan. And a lot of people don't. They think they do, but they don't. It's one life and one life only. So I can choose to get up in the morning and go do my job and try to be a better person and try to be a better woman, a better business leader, better coach, try to do better. Or I can hit the snooze button and say like, oh, I'm too tired today. Or like, oh, you know what? I'm not feeling motivated today to go do some cardio. Or like, oh, I'm just a fat fuck and I'm just going to stay a fat fuck. Like, there's no plan B. People live their lives like they have so much time. And I'm guilty of that too, because I have like these two voices in my head. Like, you're doing enough, you're doing good, like you've accomplished enough. And there's this other voice, like, you could be so much further. And each day, like, you listen to, and each second, you listen to one of those two voices, right? But there's no backup plan. There's no time to waste. Like, life is so fucking good. Like, you can build so much. You can meet people. I think also a big characteristic about me is like, I'm terrified of living the same day over and over again. So I would hate to have, as much as I love routine and discipline and like, and my cardio and my Stairmaster and like all those things, but I love to live different things, different experiences, traveling, meeting new people, like doing new events, having new approaches to people, learning things. So for me, I think that self-talk is more like a belief system of like how amazing life is. And like, I don't want to be under the blankets, like watching life pass by me when there's all this life happening out there. And I'm just here like as an spectator. Is that how you say it?
Spectator, yeah.
Spectator. I want to be a doer. Like, I want to be in the front lines. I want to be a first actress there on set. Like, yes, sign me up. I'm in. Do you want to do a bungee jumping? Yes. Do you want to ride a roller coaster? Yes. Once again, back to the yes girl. I think you lose so many opportunities by fear or by like overanalyzing things. I think a big part of mentality and self-talk is just like, you need to check your belief system. What are you believing that you're doubting yourself so much? Because there's one thing is your thought process. There's another thing is action. I can think that I'm not capable of being the first millionaire in my family, but I can act as I'm going to become one, despite my beliefs.
Sure.
It's the same thing that I talk so much with my girls about, your your perception of yourself. I look in the mirror and 9 times out of 10, I see the flaws. I see like, I'm overweight this, I'm under muscled here. Like we're talking about the camera here and all the feedbacks, like
Yeah.
all these little details that I need to work on. But my action is like, I got this. I'm not going to let me look in the mirror and think I'm defeated or I'm ugly or I'm fat dictate how I'm going to live my day. I've let that happen so many years of my life. And I look back in the pictures when I thought I was defeated, when I thought I was fat, or I thought I was, I don't know, whatever. I looked at the pictures there and like, oh my gosh, I looked amazing. So I understood that my feelings are not reliable. So I can't base my actions on my feelings. I need to act despite of them. And I think that's, once again, you need to really check your belief system and what do you want for yourself? What do you want out of life? And act according to that, not to how you feel on the day. I wake up today, of course I didn't want to get out of bed. My boyfriend on one side, my dog on the other side. The blanket was so nice and cozy, but I know I got shit to do.
You just got to do it.
Yeah.
Action over motivation.
Yeah.
Like that's what discipline is, you know?
Exactly.
So the way that you talk to yourself is super, super important. I'm definitely guilty and struggle from negative self-talk. It's brutal. And I live in my head so much. It's bananas. Like I need to live in the real world because I live in here so much. It's crazy. But a hack that I've used is when I say something negative to myself, whether it's the way that I look or how I feel about myself, or even like a negative thought of something that bad could happen, I count down from 5 and I say the complete opposite.
Oh, wow.
So I actually learned that in therapy when I was doing EMDR therapy for PTSD. And you're basically realigning your nervous system and your neural pathways. For how you talk to yourself and what you believe. So if you tell yourself something's true, even if it's not true, I could be like, the sky is purple, Amanda, it's purple, it's purple, it's purple. Savannah believes that the sky is purple, but it's not, it's fucking blue. And Amanda knows it's blue and she's like, the bitch is crazy, right? But if I believe it, it's true.
That's all that matters.
So flip that on its head.
Yeah.
I am a self-made millionaire. If I believe that, I can make that come true. You know, so how you talk to yourself and what you tell yourself about who you're going to be or what you're going to become or how you feel about yourself is so important. And if you catch yourself feeding into the negativity or self-limiting beliefs, flip it on its head, say the complete opposite, and then move on past the point. You're not thinking about it. You're not in your head anymore. Turn the music up in your car, talk to somebody at the gym, talk to your dog if you're at home or one of your coworkers if you're at work. It doesn't matter, but flip it on its head and rewire the way that your brain talks to itself.
Yeah.
It sounds really stupid and silly, but once it becomes a regular thing, you'll be shocked at how well it works.
It's not stupid. It's reality. It's like what you listen, what you believe. Like you've seen those studies of the power of words over molecules of water. How the water is completely restructured differently when you say positive and negative things. It's all vibration and energy. Like it does really have a huge impact. There's a reason why some people walk in a room and they light up the room. It's energy. It's how you vibrate. It's how you choose to live life.
Yeah. Yeah. And people feel that.
They do.
Crazy. That's a really good example of like when somebody walks into the room and they're a very dynamic person.
Yeah.
People feel them.
Yeah.
Like you can feel when attention is drawn to you, whether it's negative attention or positive attention.
True.
If you're drawing attention to yourself, you know people are looking at you.
Yeah.
Like imagine being in a checkout line and you drop something like a gallon of milk and it spills all over the floor. Your heart just fell out of your ass because you know everybody in that grocery store is looking at you.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh, I did that one time.
Did you?
Back in Brazil with the tequila bottle.
Oh no.
It just slipped out of my hand. I was like, you don't know what to do. I was like, I want to cry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like, is it hot in here? I'm sweating. Everybody knows what just happened. Somebody get me out of here right now.
You're like Homer Simpson walking into the bush.
I love that meme. I use it all the time. I'm like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, I love Simpsons.
They're the greatest. So another thing I want to talk to you about is the way women treat each other.
Yes.
So we can be total bitches. And like we said earlier, we need to come together and we need to support each other.
Yeah.
So on the other side of that, why are women so mean to each other, you think?
I think it's because we're so mean to ourselves and it reflects into other women. And hey, I see myself doing that all the time. Like you see somebody on Instagram and I start immediately judging them. And I was like, wait, I'm judging myself. Or if I'm saying something about them, is because I envy that or that's triggering me into something. And a lot of women don't have, I think they don't analyze themselves that much to understand that when you're bitching about each other or you're judging or you're pointing fingers, it's actually a reflection of you. You're doing that to yourself. There's something about that woman who's doing whatever the fuck you want to do that you're not doing it. That's triggering you. And you should really look inside. But I think is that it comes from that self-analysis that we keep judging ourselves and being so mean to ourselves that sometimes we want to divert and be mean to other girls that are living their best lives. Like OnlyFans girls. I think they're wasting their lives. But, kudos to you that you can sell yourself like that and become a overnight millionaire. Deep down inside, I wish I had the balls to do that too.
I think about that all the time. I'm like, God, why did you give me a moral compass?
I know.
Why? I want to be
Mom.
on OnlyFans flashing my tits for a lot of money, please.
I
But I
just selling
can't
my
do
feet.
it.
That would be awesome.
Oh my, yes, please, Feet Finder. You can have a million pictures of my toes. No, Will would. He's like, he loves my feet, so he probably would never let me do that. But I would do it. I would send people pictures of my feet for money. I will mail you my sweaty socks, you foot fetish fuckers. I will happily do it. People pay for that. People will pay for your sweaty gym clothes.
Ugh.
Is that weird?
That's
but also like
weird.
I can buy a lot more gym clothes with the amount of money that you're sending me. So
And I have some gym clothes I really don't like that much. I could wear them and just ditch them. I'm gonna throw them out anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well make some money.
I mean, hey,
But
there's a market for everything, people. Don't tell me you can't make money today. You can't.
Sure.
You can make money doing literally
Yes.
anything. But yes, back to the OnlyFans thing. Yeah, I wish that I could do it too. 100%. We would be so fucking rich.
Oh my
Amanda.
gosh.
We would be.
We'd be just working for fun.
Yeah, we'd be in Europe right now on a yacht. That
on
we paid
our
for.
yacht.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, the one we paid for.
No men. It's all chicks.
We are the old fuck with the yacht.
Yeah, yeah. You guys want to come on? We're gonna have a party today. Why? For no reason. Just because we have money to blow.
Just because we have old smelly socks.
Because we're selling our gym clothes, our sweaty used gym clothes. Oh yeah.
But back to the ladies.
Back.
I think that's it. I think it's a projection of our own self-criticism. And it's just easier to criticize other women than it is to look at our own shit and be like, I need to fix this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just a mirror.
Yeah.
And we have to pay attention to that mirror for sure. So we're going to get into the gym crush, into love story before we talk about your love story, because it is a good story that I actually need to hear more about, that everyone's going to get to be a part of. Explain what it's like, because you've been single until recently.
Yeah.
So what was it like being the single hot girl in the gym?
It fucking sucks because Miami men, despite our conversation earlier from Miami men's better than no man. But
that's what you're compared to.
Yes.
And that says a lot, right?
Yeah, I know. Fuck. You guys need to do better. But Miami men are mostly, not all of them. There's always exceptions, guys. Don't get too offended. But if it triggers you, you might be up to something.
Yeah, then this is your mirror.
This is your projection.
Uh-huh.
Miami men are very soft men.
Really?
Yes. And I've never, ever in my life, in my 40 years of life, felt jealousy from heterosexual men, like girl jealous.
I know
They're girl
exactly
jealous
what you're talking about.
of me at the gym. And I was like, this is weird. Because like some gay guys will do that, because they wish they were women. They wish they could use the tiny shorts. Like, I get that. No hate on that. But men who are heterosexual, jealous because I can wear tight shorts and they can't, or because I look better leggings than them that they do. I was like, that is so fucked up in my mind. I can't even understand like how we get to this comparison. Like, I'm not trying to look good in a tank top as you do, like in a muscle shirt. Like, men do men shit, women let me do my girl shit. But it's that, like, it was very hard from that perspective that men are soft. So first they get frightened by you, they get threatened by you. They feel threatened because you're the strong chick at the gym. Some men like it. Most men think that it's a threat because she's so strong, she threatens my manhood. And but also I don't think most men, I mean, where I'm at in South Beach, I don't think most men like precisely that fit, muscular girl look. I think they go more for the soft Pilates girl look, precisely because, it makes them look manlier, I guess. I don't know. But it was a shit show.
Yeah. Because like we're like guys trying to date you and hitting on you, and then after you would spend time with them, you realized, oh, you feel inferior to me. Like you're jealous, like you're being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, or they try to make me smaller so they can make themselves look bigger. Back to the whole narcissist shit. They try to start shrinking you down. I'm like, why are you working out so much?
Because I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's what I've been doing for 20 years, before I ever knew of your existence. And I'm going to keep doing it.
It's crazy how much men feel like they need to have a power over women.
Yeah.
Whether you're fit or you're not, or you're just outspoken or powerful, or you have a bright light, or I don't understand why they feel the need to dim that.
Yeah. Because you see something shining so bright and then you get it and you're like, okay, now I'm going to hide you.
Yes. It's the worst thing in the world. You would think you would see that bright light and add it to your life because it's going to make your light brighter. But instead you fear that it's going to dim your light. So you hide it.
Yes.
And nobody wins. She doesn't win and he doesn't win now. That sucks.
Yeah. That's one of the main reasons why I got divorced.
Yeah.
Oh no, my light's going to shine bright.
Oh yeah. It's very bright. So let it shine, baby. Yes. So being a high value woman and being very disciplined and being the single girl in the gym, well, she used to be. She's not anymore. Sorry, fellas. Would you ever date a man who is less disciplined than you?
No.
No? No.
It's a hard no.
Hard no.
Hard no.
And why?
It's so frustrating and anti-sexy to witness a lazy man. Because a lazy man is a purposeless man. And I can't.
Yeah.
I have a big purpose in life. It's lazy. I don't understand that word.
No.
No, I lose respect. And if there's no respect, there's no attraction. There's no respect. There's nothing that drives me to you. I don't care. You might have the most beautiful body, the fattest bank account, but if you bought your body with a bunch of surgeries and procedures and you don't work for it, or all your money came from your daddy and you have no work ethic, and you don't have values, and you're not polite, and you're not kind, ew.
Yeah.
And you're a lazy bum, ugh.
No. And it's great. You would know this too, especially in Miami. It's probably similar in Palm Beach too. The money, the wealth.
Yeah.
Guys think that they hold so much power because of their bank account, which, by the way, who knows how much is actually sitting in that bank account? Because people who boast tend to be full of shit.
Yes.
I have found in life.
Yeah.
So in my 29 years.
There's so many Lambos in Miami and so many Bentleys and so many whatever. Like, half of that is rentals. Half of the boats are my buddies, or you get together with 10 other guys and each one of you pay $200 to be on that boat. And you bring a bunch of women and think, oh, my boat. No, it's not your boat. We know it's a rental. Yeah. So it's like looks can be deceiving in everything that you do. So it's like it's unimpressed by any of this shit. Now, I'm impressed by your kindness. I'm impressed by your manners. I'm impressed by your work ethic, by your drive, by your purpose, by your mission, by your spirituality, by all those things. Those are really impressive things.
Yes. How do you feel? And I don't know if this was part of your relationship before you got divorced, but for women who have experienced similar relationships, this could be any relationship too, but have you been with a man who was a wolf in sheep's clothing? And what I mean by that is like says all the right things, super sweet, super kind, respectful, lays out the red carpet, the money, the car, all the things. And then as your relationship gets more serious, or maybe after you got married, you're like, everything changed, that dynamic changed, the respect. As soon as he knew he had you, then the way that he treated you became different. Have you ever been in a relationship like that?
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
It's one I couldn't even say was a relationship, but it's the narcissistic trait, right? It's the love bombing. It's the whole cycle of like making someone fall in love with you, and once you have her, exactly what you said, then you take your mask off, and then like you're already involved. You're already on that love thing, and you can't get out. I mean, some of us do.
Yeah.
But
the strong, powerful women get out of it.
it took everything out of me to get out of that, because you're so involved, and like you believe so deeply in the lies of the beginning. You're like, how could this be like that? The same beautiful person that was before, like, is the same person that is so ugly right now, and how they can coexist. And it's very triggering. And I know it's such a thrown out word today, narcissist. Everybody's a narcissist.
Yeah.
Not everybody's a narcissist, but there's a lot of narcissists out, and there's so many different levels that I had to get educated in that, because I didn't know until I watched a reel from Louis' house, the School of Greatness, interviewing I think she's a psychiatrist that is specialized in narcissists, and she described the beginning of a narcissistic relationship, and I was like, why is she telling my story? And I was like, and like a light bulb came in my mind. Is this what is happening with my life? But there's so many women and men too, like who fall into that narcissistic trap. It's crazy.
It's super difficult. And when you left and you were like, I'm done with this relationship, I'm going to go create my dream life. And I can't, breaking up in any sense is hard, but getting a divorce is like next level.
Yeah.
So how did you do it? What was your like last straw? Okay, I have to bet on myself and I have to leave this relationship. And at the beginning of when you first got to Miami, what was the biggest struggle that you faced?
The last straw was just coming to the realization that my life was getting worse in every single aspect. And there's no sign of improvement, or there is no light at the end of the tunnel. So I just had to take a deep look into myself, and I was the first in my family to ever get a divorce. So I hated that. I hated because I know nobody gets married to divorce. And I hated to be the first one to have to do it. But I'm like, I can't be committed to a mistake. I realized that this was a mistake. I can't be committed to that. I'm not going to pay the rest of my life because of one mistake that I did.
That's really powerful.
And so I need to correct that. So when I got to Miami, I think the most difficult thing was understanding, and that took me years, that I wasn't that person that I was painted to be back when I was in Naples, that I wasn't less off, that I wasn't incapable, that I didn't lack any resources. Because when you're in a narcissistic relationship, you're believed to be, the worst person ever, And when I got here, I believed that I wasn't capable, I wasn't knowledgeable, I wasn't worthy of making money, I wasn't worthy of meeting nice people, and I wasn't worthy of being loved. I thought like, oh, who's gonna want to date me? I'm 36 years old, I never had a kid, and I'm divorced. I thought. And I look back at this, like how messed up my mind was that I had those thoughts, like that's something so unlovable. So I think that was the biggest thing that I had to change in my mind, is just my relationship with myself, my self-belief system.
Yeah.
And like unlocking all those things. And, there's still things that I need to deal with. I think all of us, we have all these beliefs, from childhood. But, we just start peeling out the negative layers that you have about yourself.
We're going to get to the fun part of the relationship stuff, I promise you guys. What is your toxic relationship what is your toxic trait in a relationship? You.
Oh.
I probably have a lot.
Mine, I'm very stubborn, and I'm very petty. Like, let's say you do something to me that I don't like it, I will immediately become a child, and I won't even look in your eyes. I can't make eye contact. And then I have to self-talk myself, like, I can't do that anymore. Like, I need to do better. But that's my toxic trait.
Toxic trait. I know. I don't know why I couldn't say that either.
I'm like a child.
Super
a 5-year-old, like, that you stole the candy from me. I'm like, you're the worst person ever. Don't talk to me ever again. I'm leaving.
It's like a whole, what do they call those? A novella?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
such a novella.
It's such a production. Like, no, it's over. We can't look at you anymore. And in a relationship also, what is your ick for your partner? What's something that a partner can do that you can't stand?
Being lazy. No, just no, ew.
Yuck.
And getting fat.
Yeah, if you get fat, she's out. So full disclaimer, cough, cough, Heath. Not that he has a problem with it
I
at
don't think
all.
coughing will be all right.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
But I say that like from that same perspective. No, it sounds so shallow, but it's not that. It's because for me, fat is related to health. So I should say become unhealthy on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, because let's say you have an accident and you can, like, things happen, shit happens. And so it's not, I should rephrase that. It's not being fat, but like purposely being unhealthy. I can't stand that. Like when I see you stuffing your face with pizza for breakfast or drinking stupid sugary drinks, like I can't do that. Like you're killing yourself and you're not going to drag me down to the grave with you earlier than I should be.
No.
Like I'm primed for health so much.
Because you are the 5 people that you spend the most time
Yeah.
with. So if you're living with someone or you're in a relationship with someone who's going down the rabbit hole or adapting all of these poor habits, you're bound to get sucked down with them, which is exactly why you left your ex-husband.
Exactly.
You're like, if I stick around it, I'm going to become it. And this is not what I was meant to do in my life.
100%.
It was not your purpose.
And I thought, like, because I was the positive, I thought, like, oh, I'm going to make everybody better.
Yeah.
No, that's an illusion. People are going to drag you down.
It's like the crabs. The crabs, like when they catch them in the wild, I don't know what that show is, but they go crab fishing and all the crabs are like hanging on and then they pull the one at the top and they drag them all the way down to the bottom of the pit. They don't let any crabs get high enough to actually get out.
Yeah, don't be a crab.
Don't be a crab. Too many crabs in life.
Too many crabs. Stay away from the crabs.
Stay away from the
Smash them.
crabs. Yeah, we're not friends with the crabs. Okay. So let's get into your newfound love. So we were all so shocked because Amanda lifestyle went from the single Miami it girl with the crown and the body and the bikini and all of the things to full blown madly in love. He is everywhere. We love Heath. But it came out of the blue. It was from 0 to 100. So if that tells you anything you need to know about Amanda, that's it. She's like, she's all in or she's all out. So tell us a story about how you two met.
Well, yeah. So we met online, actually.
Really?
We met on Facebook.
Okay.
I like to say that he friended me, but I really don't know. I don't remember if he friended me or I friended him. But I just started seeing, and it was just friends, you know, you accepted, didn't pay attention to it. But I started seeing on my Facebook lots of godly messages, like from the Bible, and posting like scripts from the Bible and messages like a psalm or something. And I'm a Christian, so I love that. I've been praying God for a godly man, and you've been sending all these messages. And I liked them all. And then like maybe after a week or two, I was like, what is all these Bible messages on my Facebook? Like, is it a page? Is it a person? And I clicked on his profile and I saw his picture and I was like, oh, that's so interesting. I like this Bible man.
I like this Bible man.
Thank you, Lord. And he said he did the same. He's like, who's this girl liking all my posts? And then he looked at my picture, was like, damn. Yeah. Butterflies.
Yes.
And then he says that like after a while he messaged me and then we exchanged a few messages on Facebook. Like, you look amazing, blah, 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 little hearts, silly things like that for about a month. And then there was something I posted. He came and he actually typed in like a real nice message like, hey, I'm sorry if I'm disrespectful, but I just want to say I think you're gorgeous and I think you're doing amazing things. Like, he hyped me up. And I was like, please don't apologize. Like, this is beautiful. Thank you so much for saying those things. The following day, we FaceTime for the first time. And he was at the ranch with his mom. His mom lives a little bit far away from him. So he was at revisiting her. And we're FaceTiming for the first time. He's like, oh, here's my mom. And I was like, in shock. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, wait, going from Miami fuck boys that like want nothing to do, no relationship to this
No
man
commitment, no seriousness. Yeah.
as showing me his mom. And I was immediately I felt like, okay, he's a little crazy, but I'll do crazy like that.
You're like, I'm Brazilian. I can do crazy. Let's go. Bring it on. You want to compete?
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll meet you and I'll raise you.
Yeah.
And then we started FaceTiming like day after day. That was probably like a month before my show last year. And every day we'd FaceTime like an hour longer. But it wasn't just FaceTiming. Like, we were making real honest conversations, like talking about traumas, drama, past relationships, spirituality. Like, he's Christian, obviously. So that was a big part of our communication and trying to understand, like, out of the bat, he told me like, I'm not even trying to go as far as to think that we can have a relationship, but I just want to know if you can be a good friend. Like we're just having good conversation, trying to see if we're compatible. And I thought that was so beautiful and so honest from him. Because he said, like, clearly, I think you're so attractive. I think you're gorgeous. And I'd love to take you on a date and get to know you better. But I just trying to be your friend first and like have someone to talk to because it seems like we have good conversations. And I thought, like, this is beautiful. Like, yes.
That's the
let's
Christian
talk.
way too. You're supposed
Yeah.
to build a friendship before you build a personal relationship.
Yeah.
That is a very godly man. So he
Yes.
approached it just as the Bible says.
He did. Yeah. And he was so respectful, always like,
He is very respectful.
yeah, he's a gentleman and like compliments and everything. So after talking for about a month, like I told him like I'm getting ready for my show and did this, and he's like, could I come and cheer you up and like help you any way I can? I'm like, yes, I'd love if you could come. And I was so nervous and like,
You're so ballsy. I would have been like, I am already nervous because, well, you're probably not nervous. You've competed so many times, but to add that, someone that you like to come that you barely know, that would be in my mind the whole time. As if I'm not half naked flexing my muscles in front of judges, then that's in the back. I would be a basket case. There's no way I could have done that. You are a brave soul, my girl.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about the perspective, but thank you. That come, yeah, it was a little bit ballsy. But I told him like, yeah, I would love if you could come. And to be honest, like that jaded mind from like Miami dating, I was like, he's not gonna come. Like I just felt like he's
just saying that.
I just saying, yeah.
Words and actions.
He probably a player, just like everybody else, that defeated mindset. And also I told him like, I'm gonna be rushing like all over. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time for you. Because, it's a lot of events, it's photo shoots, and it's this meetings, and I have all my clients competing as well. So I'm going to be a little busy. He's like, I don't care. I just want to be there for you. The heart. And he came, and I picked him up at the airport. And it was like, I think we were already like falling in love, via the phone and via FaceTime. But when we met in person, it was just that energy. We have this saying that I hope he doesn't mind me sharing because it's so intimate. But we say like we're from the same cloth because we're so similar. We have same beliefs. Like we've lived completely different lives in a way, but very similar in other ways. And it felt like home. When I met him in person, I didn't feel like I needed to put any masks. I felt, which also comes like with dating, after a certain age and having so many heartbreaks and seeing what doesn't work. I'm like, I can't afford to not be myself with this man. And he said the same, like, I want you to be, and he gave me permission, which is amazing. Not just say that we need permission, but sometimes women and men too, we need to listen to that. Like, I want you to be yourself, which is what you told me at this podcast. I don't want any filters. Like, and that's the most beautiful thing you can say to another person. I told you that on our call. This is so beautiful because in a world of, fakeness being the norm, being unapologetic, being feral, being true to yourself, to what is your core, to your belief system, and understanding that you really don't have anybody to please but yourself. So that's what he made it safe for me to be that. And because it's a big thing, and I didn't realize that until dating him, how hard it is to date a woman that, to your words, is stepping on stage in a bikini, flexing her muscles to a bunch of people. And how much of a burden that puts on the man. Like
for the wrong man, it would be a burden.
Yeah, but you need to have balls too, and just understand that, like, the way that they do it is so beautifully and so respectful. My federation, like I said, bodybuilding used to be the sexiest things. Now it's just so feminine. It is so graceful, and it's a pageant show with fitness. And understanding that it's an art involved into that, it is just this self victory. And you're just displaying your own journey on stage and showing people like, this is what I can do with my own body. Like I'm the clay, but I'm also the artist. I'm molding myself. And he owned it. Like he was there for the whole thing, and he was there to cheer me up, to help me fix my makeup, my hair, and he's so good at that, and my dresses, and carry my suitcases and open doors. And did the photo shoot with me. So the photo shoot, which was the hard lunch when we posted the picture that we were dating, he went to the photo shoot with me. And I told him, like, so I have this photo shoot Friday morning. It's early. And it's a sexy photo shoot. it's not overly sexy, but I'm going to be in a bikini, all greased up, and display my muscles. Not every single man can put up with that. And he got there. He made it so comfortable for me in a way that I've never had with any previous relationships that I've had. He made instant friends with the photographer. Because, there's always this thing, like, you're shooting my girlfriend, like, which we weren't boyfriend, girlfriend yet.
Right.
But as we're doing the photo shoot, like, I could look at him face, and my photographer, Soraka, he's so funny. He was like, seduce him. And he was standing right behind the cameras. And I was looking at him, and I could see his eyes looking at me. And it was like, we're both falling in love and knowing that in that setup. And it was just magical. And then after that, like, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and that was it. Almost 8 months ago.
Oh my gosh, has it been that much time already?
Girl, by like this is gonna be a year.
It's gonna be a year almost. Yeah. That's crazy. That is a wild. I can't believe it's almost a year.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good story though. And it's good that, he doesn't have those insecurities. He loves that you're a powerful woman. He loves that you're dynamic. He loves that you're smart and beautiful and have a bright light. It's hard to find men like that.
It is very hard.
Especially as a confident female,
It's extremely hard.
And you have to go through so many hoops and kiss so many frogs before you find that one, because now you know what you're willing to do in a relationship, what you're willing to tolerate, what you're not willing to tolerate, the boundaries that you set, the kind of man that you're okay with being with. Yeah. That it's like you have to hit all of these standards. And it's a long, distinguished list.
It's a long list because we want to live a great life. And that's the thing that I think it helped us, because we talked so much before we actually met, that when we met in person, we already knew our souls, and we knew like our pet peeves and our hard nose and our strong yeses. And it's that thing, when you're trying to go to the same place, they become a lot easier, because we both have the same ideal of the life we want to build together. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
No.
Right? If you're not trying to get to the same destination with your spouse, it's not going to work.
No. Yeah. And you have to imagine that. Like, you really do have to have a vision of what it looks like. And if one person knows what it looks like for them, and another person, maybe they don't know what it looks like at all, and they're just honed in on this one thing, if they don't see your vision, then they're probably not in it.
Yeah.
So
things a bye.
It's a hard truth, but a truth nonetheless. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap this up. Just a couple more things. If there is one piece of advice that you could give to our female listeners, what would it be? Could be anything. Could be relationship, could be fitness, could be lifestyle. What would you want the listeners to walk away with today?
I would say that you can create your life. Don't accept a life you don't want to live. There's a quote that I go by that says, if you don't like it where you are, move it. You're not a tree.
I love
that quote, because it really, it resonates with my life, because I left Brazil because I wasn't happy in Brazil. And all these movings that I've had in my life and situations that I had in my life that I changed is in the pursuit of creating a life that I'm happy with. And don't get me wrong, even in a happy life, you have very unpleasant, unhappy, sad moments. But if you can look back and you can be pleased with your journey and understand that you created your life, you just didn't accept it. Because I honestly believe we're co-creators with God. God gave us that power of free will to create a life we're proud of.
Yeah.
So go behind whatever it is that your dream is. I don't care how silly it may sound for someone. I don't care how impossible it may look, how big it is. You have the power to create that. Because every single thing in life is created. Every single billionaire you've met. Like, look at freaking Amazon guy. I completely forgot his name. Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Look at what he did, where he came from. Mark Zuckerberg, freaking Elon Musk. Everybody most people came from nothing. And if they came from somewhere, their parents came from nothing. Like, everything is created.
Yeah.
Nothing is given. So you have the power to create your life. However it is, physically, emotionally, spiritually, choose something. Be active in the pursuit. Don't stop being so passive in life. I think that freaks me out when people are just passive and waiting for things to happen to them. No, you need to go there and grab it.
I really resonate with that a lot, because that's how I used to view myself. I was just existing.
Oof.
And what is the point?
Yeah.
You're just existing. You're not pushing for anything. You're not excited about anything. Like you're just, you're not living, you're dying at that point. And I call them non-player characters.
Oh, yes.
And
That's beautiful.
there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Walk into a grocery store right now.
Yeah.
Most of those people are non-player characters.
Mm-hmm.
Walk into, like, just start looking around.
Yeah.
And you can tell when somebody gives a shit about their life.
Yeah.
And when they're pushing for something, and then when they're moving towards something, they actually give a damn about who they are. They stand for something. Yeah. There's very few. There's a lot of people like that in the world. But if you put all the people in the world in the same place, that percentage would shrink a lot. Mm-hmm. Most people are non-player characters.
They're just existing.
They're just existing.
Oof, that's a bad place to be.
A bad place to be. Just like you said, you don't want to live the same day over and over and over again. No. Most people do. And they live the same weekend over and over again. Yeah. And they think that they're having the time of their life and they're doing life the way that they're supposed to. No, they're stuck in the matrix. They're in a rat race. You're creating the same memory at the same bar with the same drink and the same group of friends every single weekend. That is being a non-player character.
Yeah.
If you ask me. And that's harsh and that's mean and I'm sorry. And I have friends that are non-player characters.
Too. So many.
And I love them, but I don't want to be a non-player character. I don't want that for me, Yeah.
But they can come and play in our game.
Exactly. You can come. My sandbox has lots of room. There's not a guard gate on my sandbox. You're welcome in anytime, but you have to get off your ass and come over to my sandbox.
Yeah.
Because I built this sandbox and I like this sandbox.
Yes.
Okay? I'm not coming to your sandbox. You're welcome to mine. If you want to play. But if you don't want to play, go back to your sandbox.
Stay away. Don't come
Build your own sandcastle.
Don't mess my juju.
Yeah. No, exactly. All right. So I just have 2 questions left. One is for you. You get to ask me anything that you want.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask you one question that I ask every single guest on the show. And then we will say goodbye.
Oh my goodness.
All right. You can ask me any question that you want.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I want to ask you, here's how I'm going to position this question. What do you think is your big purpose in life? Like, what drives you to wake up every day and like do life and grab life by the balls?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I would say, and I'll give you the backstory too, but I'll make it short and sweet. I would say my biggest purpose in life is to inspire people to be who they actually are. Mm-hmm. And I am obsessed with authenticity and being unapologetic about who I am because I pretended to be somebody that I wasn't for such a long time. Wow. I kept placing myself in all these buckets and all of these boxes that every person in my life wanted me to be in. And I was miserable. And I just, one day, my 27th birthday, everything changed. And I was just like, I don't even know who I am. I don't know why I am, but I know I feel like shit. And I know that I'm not happy. And no one deserves to feel that way.
Oof, yeah.
And it could be because of your childhood. It could be because of your parents. It could be because of family. It could be because of experiences. There's a plethora of reasons that make people who they are. But like Melissa always says, you can either be a victim of your circumstance or you can be a victor of your circumstance. And basically, I got lost in a sauce. And I was just trying to make everybody happy all the time. And I realized I can't make everybody happy. It's not realistic. Yeah. And it's not my fucking job. So what my job now is to show other people that you can be whoever you want to be, whenever you want to be. And if you want to change and you want to grow and you want to expand your life, whatever you want to do, you, just like you said, you have the power to create it. Yeah. So I want to inspire people to be themselves by being myself. And that's the only way I know how to do it.
I love that. That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
That is a big ass purpose.
Thank you.
And it's important. Yeah. Because, we are, especially with social media, we're so much everybody turning into one mode.
Oh, yeah.
And it's important to have authenticity.
Yes.
So much.
And it's so rare now.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the same. I was just talking about this on last week's episode. Everybody fucking looks the same too.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same nose. Everybody has the same ass. Everybody has the same eyebrows. I'm like, everybody looks the same. And it's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And people literally take their filters into plastic surgeons, which my plastic surgeon will be who did my boob job. This is my face, I swear to God. That people will take in pictures of what they look like in a filter and they're like, this is what I want to look like. That is so sad Because when did being yourself become so terrible?
Yeah.
Like when did natural beauty or natural personality or your own thoughts and opinions and vision or view of life become so ugly to you that you pretended to be somebody else and now you fake your own opinion or you say what other people say because you're afraid to tell the truth.
Yeah.
That's why I started this show. Like be feral, be unapologetic about what is your opinion? How do you feel about this?
Yeah.
Be yourself. Everybody else is taken, you know? So but it's hard to find that now because there's so much fluff on the internet. Everything is a filter. Everything is a copycat. Everything is repurposed.
Everything is
bullshit.
Is chat's voice on everybody's posts.
Yeah. Yes. 100%. So yeah, that's right now in my life, that's what God has guided me to thus far. I don't know where he's taking me next.
Ooh, thus far.
Yes, or where my path is leading me to. But right now at 29, almost 30 in a couple days, this is my purpose right now anyway.
And it's beautiful.
So, thank you.
And you're doing it beautifully.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it. All right, for the fun question, it's the last one, and all the listeners know what it is. It's a fun one. It's not scary, I promise. Well, maybe a little bit. So you're on death row. It's the last meal that they're going to give you. You're in the slammer.
The last meal?
The last meal that you're ever going to get. But you get to be creative with it. It can be from anywhere. It can be from different places. It can be from a different country if you want it to be. But your dying meal, the last meal that you will ever eat, Amanda's last cheat meal, even though she doesn't believe in those, thank God. What's your last meal going to be?
It's just one food or is it a full meal?
Oh, mine's like a 7-course meal. So go, hit it.
How much longer do we have? So it would be basically mostly all my mom's cooking. It would be, I'm going to say a bunch of Portuguese words. Brigadeiro, pavê, pork ribs with cassava, rice and beans. What else she does? It would be definitely cookies. What else would I have?
What kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip cookies. But, if it's my last one, I'm going to have one of each. Chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to have salted caramel. I'm going to have pistachio. I'm going to have white macadamia.
There
white
she
chocolate
goes.
Macadamia. I'm going to have brownies. Jeez, I'll probably be dead just by indigestion
That's
by
okay.
this
Yeah,
time.
but you'd rather go out that way.
And dulce de leche for shizzle my whizzle.
Very good choice.
Oof, I think I'm done.
think
A nice steak with French fries, garlic, herb, truffle, Parmesan French fries.
Yum.
I'm dead.
Now I'm hungry. Now I need to go eat. Now it's time for food.
Yes.
Every time people tell me their cheat meals, it makes me hungry. Or not their cheat meals, their death row meals. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I need to go to a steakhouse.
Me too.
And get a steak and some French fries. Yeah. We got to eat. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. You were amazing. And I know our listeners got so much out of everything that you said. So I really appreciate you coming on. And I hope that you enjoyed it. So thank you. Where can our listeners find you after the show?
Thank you so much. They can find me in the nearest beach. Just kidding.
Yeah. She's the hot one in the thong bikini. Okay.
Yes, the Brazilian thong. That's me. Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun. I'm so proud of you for doing this. And your episodes are the best. Your edits, your quotes, your guests, you're really being authentic in what you're doing. And I appreciate that so much. It's an honor to be here. As your friend of somebody who watched this grow, this is incredible. The questions were incredible. I had so much fun too. And they can find me, Amanda Lifestyle, anywhere you go. That's me. If it's not me, it's an imposter. So block her. But on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, website, amandalifestyle.com. That's me.
Perfect. I'll leave all that stuff in the show notes for you guys below. Also, thank you for the kind words. I really, really appreciate it. And I am so glad that you're a part of my journey and watching me grow and being a part of the show. So thank you so much. You guys know what to do next. Go ahead and follow the show if you don't already. You can follow me on all platforms at Feral the Podcast. You can follow me personally at Savana_Montana. Go to the website, www.savanamontana.com, and submit your questions. You can ask me anything or the guests anything even after the fact, or submit your feral confessions on the website. They're going to show up on the show. So please give me your feral confessions and we will talk about them on that next episode. In the meantime, follow, subscribe, leave comments, ask questions, follow Amanda. Give the show 5 stars if you had fun with us today. And I will see you on the next Feral Friday. In the meantime, you know what to do. Stay feral. Mwah! We love you. Bye.
That was awesome.
Let me tell you who the fuck I think I am. You got a minute? Wow.